creep along for a few more meters just to get a bit more space to that group in front, because you guys were looking pretty fast when you hopped in. Little reminder, hands at 3 and 9, and I want a nice light grip on the wheel. Really important to drive with a nice light touch, even though your instinct will be potentially to hang on for grim death. We want to keep those hands nice and loose. And vision forward. The earlier you can spot that apex marker on the inside of each corner where I am now, the better your chances are of doing a nice smooth line towards it. These long corners mean we need to steer with a nice slow steering rate. I don't want you yanking on the wheel and having to make a lot of corrections, and helping us do that, what will help you do that is keeping your vision forward. So get the car tucked right into that apex, and then once we've achieved that, we can think about accelerating. I don't want you accelerating at all before the apex. It's important we get the car pointed where we want it to go first, and then we accelerate. As soon as you touch the throttle, you take the weight off the front tyres. That obviously lowers the amount of grip they will be able to provide you then. So while we're trying to use those front tyres like we are now to rotate the car, I don't want to make their job harder by unweighting them. Light brake here at what we call Siberia. Easing off the brake and coasting to the apex, no throttle, and now I'm gently accelerating as I unwind the steering. So that process of unwinding the steering and increasing the power is very important to do those two things together. So your foot on the throttle and your hands on the wheel really work together. Just a light brake here at Lukey heights, and then hug the inside. If you do the speed I'm doing, will be more than safe. Just don't try and accelerate too hard. Just got to feel what the car's telling you. If we can hear the tyres squealing, the front tyres squealing, that's the car telling you it's on its limit. Don't apply any more input to the throttle or to the steering or to anything. So if that happens through a corner, if you're on the throttle and you hear the front tyres squealing, just get off the gas. You'll get that grip back, and we won't have any problems. Ease off the throttle when we turn into this last corner, just again getting the weight back on the front tyres. Hug it nice and tight, and then we'll feed on the power and use all the road. So just relax your arms and hands, allow the steering to straighten itself up. That's all you're doing. You're not actually steering the car out of the corner, you're just allowing the steering to straighten itself up, and having a nice light grip on the wheel will help you develop that feel. Light brake here for turn 1, follow my line, start turning in early, looking for that apex. No throttle until you pass that apex point, and then when it feels comfortable, we feed on the power. Brake in a straight line for turn 2, hug it tight, but as the corner tightens up, we just let the car go where it wants to go. Looking for that second apex early. Once we're aimed at this second apex, we can start gently feeding on the power and use all the road. Don't fight the car and try and hold it tighter than what it needs to, although give yourself a little bit of safety buffer. The car directly behind me, you were nearly on the grass then, so just keep your wits about you there. That grass is nice and slippery. Hard braking in a straight line. Watch how I drive into this corner. I hug the corner really tightly, I've got no power on, and then I accelerate out when I'm pointing in the right direction. As I said, you don't want to be trying to accelerate and turn at the same time. Same on this corner. I'm off the throttle, tightest part of the corner's here, then I accelerate as I unwind the steering. You can go over those curves a little bit, you're not going to hurt the car. Okay, we're going to head into the pits now. Well done. down to the end and stop, guys. If you could put the car into park and leave it running, that'd be great. And as soon as we stop and get the car into park, make sure you just get your foot off the brake pedal if that's okay. Carl will help you get if you need to.
There you go. Good, mate. Thank you.